Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and I met Johnny Depp. Holy crap! I'm on like 2 hours of sleep. We just had an amazing Vegas weekend, meeting so many wonderful fans and so many amazing people, including, oh my God, wait, there's one in my studio. Wait, why isn't my studio cam working? Oh no, it didn't work. Oh, there she is though. Steph the Alter Nerd is here. Ah!
Hey up, everyone. How y'all doing? Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, there she is.
Here.
You are here.
Physically, here. Guys, this is real. My goodness. Hope y'all doing well.
It's wild to have you here. I'll fix that studio cam in a second. I'm literally on 2 hours of sleep, and I met Johnny Depp, and I couldn't have done it without this woman here on screen. The real Laura B is here.
Hey.
Hey, Laura, how are you?
I'm good. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm feeling you.
I feel like my body's been run over by a truck. I'm so much aches and pains and tired and
emotions and it's been it's not going to be as long of a show. I know a lot of you guys are tuning in, and thank you guys for watching our big exclusive today. What an honor to speak to Mr. Johnny Depp. Guys, yes, it happened. If you want to watch all the clips, head on over today's video. It's unreal. I'm just still in a fever dream of just how nice it was to meet the man, the myth, the legend, the person we've been fighting for. Finally there, acknowledging all the work that we have been doing. It was a beautiful moment, and one that I got to share with Laura B. So I'm happy to have Laura here, and we have a couple exclusive little more extras that I'm going to be playing you to show you what we had. But I wanted to go back to the beginning, Laura, with you, if we can, because it was really, Laura pulled me back. Look, getting access to these things isn't always easy. I had talked to somebody, Laura talked, but Laura just made sure that I got back there, and because I was so busy in a daze in the front of the stage. I thank you, Laura, for making sure you pulled me in with you as we were going.
It was
and
amazing.
as soon as we got back there, we waited a little bit. That door opened. I want to hear your reaction when that door opened. I know this has been a long time coming moment for you. When that door opened and it was Johnny opening the door to find you, what were your thoughts?
Well, I'll tell you, the first thing I noticed is there was a lot of groups ahead of us. The door would open, they'd go in, the door would shut. When it came our turn and that door opened, Johnny stepped through it looking for us with his arms out, grabbed me, hugged me, kissed me multiple times. He was excited to see us. It was amazing. That's exactly how I felt, because nobody else was getting met at the door.
Yeah, there was something special, and it didn't feel like he was being coached on like because I've seen that experience, right? In concerts, like, this is Angela and her husband Neil, and they're blah blah. Oh, hi, Angela. Like, it was totally genuine. Yeah. Like, oh my God, Andy. Oh my God, Laura. Like, he was mentioning things. You could just tell he was actually watching. I mean, you're not surprised though, right? You've been so involved. We aren't surprised. But how did it feel to have that connection finally with him and have him acknowledge that for you?
Well, he was just wonderful. He's so warm. I mean, his hugs were real hugs. I mean, he really held on to me, kissed me several times, held me some more, kissed me again. I mean, when we first got that through the door, we got a welcome that nobody else got. That I could see. It was wonderful. It was heartfelt. It was genuine. It was authentic.
Yeah, I mean, that was the biggest thing, my takeaway. We've been talking about it all weekend since Laura was out in there in Vegas. Thank you so much for coming. That was so much fun to meet you in person.
Yeah, thank you for the invite so much.
Of course. It was just there. I was saying before, like, I was sort of joking with you guys afterwards. I was like, oh my God, I hope I don't go in there. And I'm like, he's lying. What have I done?
Oh my God.
If I'd gone, it was the complete opposite. Like, I felt so confident in his innocence and his genuineness, that immediately as I go, because when you spend time with somebody, you know what I mean, Laura, obviously we know Johnny and we do it, but when you get to be behind closed doors, it was like almost an hour with him.
It was almost an hour, yeah.
He was engaging really and talking and answering anything we want. It was a real moment, guys. And I just felt like he had just done a show. His guard was clearly down a bit. He was tired, but he was excited and happy. And we got to see, I felt like, do you agree? I felt like we got to see the real Johnny there, humbled and happy.
I think so. I mean, I felt it very authentic. He didn't, he didn't have pat answers. I mean, there's maybe a few I've heard before, but the truth is the truth. You can't, he was telling us about Lily Rose's story with E. coli. I mean, I've heard that before, but that's what happened. So it wasn't like he was a pat answer. We were talking about so many events that he had been going through and gotten through, and that they were trying to kill him at one point, and he was like, no, I'm just going to keep moving forward. So he was really genuine.
Yeah, he was really genuine, and he also signed a. I love that he signed your shirt. Do you have?
I was just looking for it. I brought it up here, and I can't figure out where I put it.
My God, that's going on the set. Steph, how cool is this?
It is so freaking like epic. Like I am literally now next to Johnny Depp's handwriting, and it's like, oh my goodness, like. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And you know, from what Andy said in regards to the meet, you know, he's everything that you think he is, and then just so much more in terms of his kindness and his gentle manner. From what you know, and Andy told me, and his gentle manner. From what you know, and Andy told me, you guys. So yeah. Best believe we definitely backed the right horse on this one. Absolutely.
I lost you for a minute, but I'm looking up because I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying so hard. No tears, no tears. You see me looking up like, keep the tears in. I was just so happy.
Yeah, I saw some tears. We were both getting emotional in there. It was just I just can't think of a more full circle moment for especially for you. You've been on this even longer. To finally have the moment with him after all the work you put in to, you know, and fighting for him rightfully against so many odds, Laura. It was just unbelievable. The cards that were stacked against this man. It was your reporting and Brian's and, you know, Jack's and everybody. It was helping, you know, alerted me and others to really take this lead and see the injustice that was happening. Yeah. And I've through my own history of stuff, it's you know, not to try to compare, but it's like I've been wrongfully accused, and I know how awful it feels. And to see someone we all love, the beloved actor and person, to go through this nonsense, it hit me in another way. So when I came in, I don't know if you heard it. I said that sort of just, you know, I've been through it, so thank you. He's like, I know, man. And it just it was, I believed him. It was just he made those moments right to it was just clear he was adding on to. That he was present, he was aware of what we were doing, and really, really grateful for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you were very candid, and he was listening.
Yes.
I mean, there was a lot of listening. It wasn't just he talked a lot, and we were just thrilled to hear him. He really led the conversation, and we followed him and his leads on it. But you still asked questions, so it was great.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to reveal. Again, we had a moment. I made sure we did photos, and then we took the photos, took the phone down, and had a real conversation with him. And I don't know if you want to. If there's anything in there you're comfortable sharing, but I will just say this: like, what I was just most impressed by was like he was down to have a conversation. Like, it was a real conversation, and I was really just nice to, like, you know, just talk to him and hear things and get answers and learn about him in like a fun, you know what I mean? Like, it was just a really fun, unguarded, special moment. And it was also very impressive to me. Well, two more things. It was just impressive to me. Like, he didn't seem to want to stop, Laura. That was the vibe I got. It just seemed like he really, we all share this thing of this experience together. And obviously, like, it was just, I think he just enjoyed people who know what happened. You know what I mean? Like, and I relate to that, like, just to know what happened and to be able to, go ahead.
I felt like he saved us to the end to give us the most time. But then the last person he had was the CEO or somebody of the Palms.
Yeah.
And he was running out of time. And sadly, that's true. The driver that he's taken him to the next gig is a union driver. And if he didn't leave by a certain time, they were going to have to bring another driver in. So he switched up and brought us in to give us the maximum amount of time he could. And when we left, I mean, that other group only had about 10 minutes probably. So he made sure to give us a good amount of time, and he was not leaving. And poor Nate, his road manager, was in there, and he's going, the drivers are going to have to go. The drivers, and he's like, okay. And then he'd go talk some more. You know, he wasn't stopping.
Yeah, and I think that was... Go ahead.
One thing we talked about that I loved is we talked about Fenty and how excited he was and shocked that they reached out. And also the MTV was thrilled. He's the first moon person, the first live person. And we talked about some of the mainstream media, the way, or the, however it's being handled by social media. And he said, sadly, I knew from the beginning, I'm kind of Quasimodo in this, and he's always going to have that some of that negativity, and he's just trying not to dwell on it. He's going to dwell on the positive and the moving forward positive.
Yeah, it was the Quasimodo line was an important one. I remember him too. It's like I felt like he's really he's been processing, but he's moved on and he's happy. That was the biggest takeaway I got. That made me feel really good and engaging with him. And then the other thing I was going to say was just the fact that he reiterated, and I want to call him out. He specifically called out Tug and Brian and Jax, Andrea Burkhart, you, obviously myself. And it was nice that he was aware, he was really paying attention.
There's a lot of accounts, but you have to understand the subject of me, for example, was the court documents. That's how he knows me. So a lot of our discussion revolved. He kept coming back to the trial. So when he named those specific accounts, he was really quantifying that the conversation we were having was about court and getting to the truth and please don't feel bad if he's left an account out. That's a popular account that's pushing him positivity. He just happens to be at that time the subject was mostly about the trial, and that's why I think those counts right away came to his name at the top of his head.
Just to echo, obviously he named a lot of popular accounts, but he made it very clear, and all of his warriors is what he called it. And I just all of you, and there's so many of them. To list them all, of everybody who covered this and has been covering it, particularly the ones who've been covering it, before it started in LA. It was really amazing to hear him call out the warriors of people who stood up to help him get his voice be heard. It was wild. So I was glad you was going to say that he did confirm I guess it's happening tomorrow or something, the Rihanna thing. But I'm very excited to see that. And it was just really special. To just, like, his laugh was like just cute, and just like there were just so many little moments with him. In fact, I'll share the first clip I have here. That I teased it. I showed you in the video, guys. If you watched the other one, you already did see this. Wait, thought I had it here.
It's so sweet.
When I went, I wanted to get call outs, and my partner, Jami, was like, "You better tell him I want to kiss." I was like, I'll try. I don't know if I ever, because I didn't think I was gonna see him, but there was a part of me like, there may be a shot I get to shake his hand or see him or have a quick second. I never thought I'd have a 50-minute sit down privately with Laura and I to really talk to the guy. But then of course when it happened, I had to hook her up. And so here was the context of, and I want to just giving Jami the shout out because yes, I'm sure a lot of ladies are going to be jealous of this.
Jami? So there it is.
Aww.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, another one for good measure there,
I'll
mate.
save it for you when I go. And what's crazy is what you saw it as soon as I got home. Jami literally was like,
yeah. It was like she wanted some of that Johnny Depp magic. Like she was like, yes, any residual kind of Johnny Depp DNA on there. Like, yeah, put it on me, mate. I'm like, yeah, go get it, girl.
Get it, girl. It was very
smile.
Yeah, that smile is amazing. He's just so
genuine,
he was exactly. It wasn't like a force like, hey, I got to do this. It was you could just tell he really was grateful, and not that we needed that, you know what I mean? But I just think a lot of fans I'm seeing in the comments of the video he posted just so much emotion of just him acknowledging it and everybody and the work that they've done. And I'm glad he did it because I think everyone deserves to just hear him specifically really discuss it. Yeah. What do you think, Laura?
Oh, I wish I had more prepared. I had hoped we'd get a meet, but I thought it would be just a single, hey, how are you? Sign something. I didn't think we'd have more than a 5-minute conversation. So it was really him leading the conversation, and it was just amazing. And his memory was incredible. He was bringing up very specific times that he remembered during the trial or my tweets, things that I would post. He said, like, I learned more about my case from your tweets than from my team. He goes, I'd see you tweet something and I'd call my team up and say, hey, Laura's put something out there. You didn't go take a look at it.
Yes, he did. I did share that clip where he's like, he just turned, he's like, I was learning it from you and everybody else. And just started laughing. I was like, wow. And he reiterated, is like, yeah, I was learning so much during, after trial days, I guess, too, because you got to remember, he's sitting there, he wasn't looking at her. And he's got to sort of gather. He can't see all the memes and everything else. So he clearly was, that was an important case. Of course, he's going to go and make sure he's checking out what's out there. And it's affects his life. So it was really encouraging to hear him do that. Here, and Laura, I did have this quick, as I took the photo, this is the trick. You do a video so you can screenshot, and then here it is, Laura meeting Johnny.
Oh my gosh, you're there with Johnny. Oh my God, are we taking a picture?
Look at the happiness in both of you guys.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so beautiful.
Look at him pull me in. I mean, that was so genuine. I was like, oh my God, this is really happening.
It's right there. It's happening. Yeah, it was wild. So was it everything you hoped for, Laura?
Yes, it was. And you mentioned oh yes, it was beyond, because I'm still trying to remember everything. And people are asking me questions, and it really helped me right afterwards to remember what he said. You talked about he wouldn't look at her. No, he talked about that. He looked down at the floor. He just would not look at her. And then he said something like, people ask me, do I hate her? And he goes, hate means I think of her, and I'm not thinking of her or giving her energy. He's moved on. He's doing what he needs to do for him.
Yeah, that was a very Laura's giving you all the juice, but yeah, I wanted to share that too, because it's like it was an interesting moment of realness, and I was glad to hear it. You know what I mean? It was nice to hear his where he was at with it. But that was my takeaway of, I just keep saying, he just felt happy and mature, right? And like the weight had been lifted. You know what I mean? That's really the vibe I got from him as we were sitting there, Laura, of just like, that had been an albatross around his neck, as he said, for so long. And to have it off, and then to be able to sit with a lot of the people, we do have to take the credit, right? And you, especially Laura, I bow down to all the work you've done for so long, but we really committed, right, into the work to help him get that out. And I do think this entire community, everybody watching, the Justice for Johnny community, they really helped, and they're trying to spin it like we were, doing wrong. Still, the media is, and I mentioned that to him. I mean, that's our job now, to just keep calling out the media in their lies and their trickery. And he clearly talked about how important that was and why he was watching us. And so you got to keep watching here, Laura, all of these channels. We are now, Laura, officially Johnny Depp approved. So if you're not hitting that subscribe button right now, I don't know what else to tell you. Hit the bell, hit the likes, and then go follow Laura, the real Laura B, on YouTube. Smash the like button there, and make sure you are supporting, because Johnny pretty much, he told him to. You were gonna say something. Go ahead.
Oh, I just remembered how the Lily Rose story came in, because he talked about, he's moving forward, and he says everybody's been through something really traumatic in their life. He goes, yeah, this was a terrible thing that happened, but no, what was really terrible was when that's how the Lily Rose story came in. He goes, when you think you're going to lose a child, when she got E. coli and she had her little body, she needed dialysis, and they weren't sure how she'd handle it. That's life crisis. That's changing. Because this I got through. So I think I thought that was really good, the way he was putting it in perspective, because did what I had to do and I got through it. And, to a certain extent, it's always going to be stuck to him. But no, he's being strong and moving forward.
Yeah, it was just nice to finally have to talk, to sort of see where his head was at, where he wants. And it gave me what I was hoping to hear, just sort of just, he's in a good place, and he likes what we're doing. He likes, obviously the work, even beyond just this, but just hitting the media and making sure that they're being honest and telling the truth, was something he talked about. Obviously, never fear truth has become his mantra. So it was truly special, vindication, everything, to meet this man. And I'm so glad I got to share it with you, Laura. It was so special watching your eye, the sparkle in your eyes. I wish I could bottle it up and sell it. It was just pure joy of just so much work that you've done, and I think for all of us, just a payoff that like, sometimes meeting your heroes is really dangerous or scary, and this was one of those instances where he really did hold up and was what you'd hope. Is that what would you tell the fans of what should they expect if they were to meet Johnny?
He is everything you see in interviews. The Sirius XM, if you go to YouTube and you watch that interview, he's so laid back and he's honest and he's supportive of Jeff. And that's exactly what you get. He's not putting it on. He's just real all the time. He's nothing phony about him. It's wild. I have Lewis here. Lewis, I need to keep you on audio just because my system doesn't have me have multiple things right now. Because I can't fit you both. Wait, can I actually? Maybe I can do this. Oh, look how crazy I am. Look, I just figured that out. I'm like, I can stack them.
I can stack them.
Wow.
There it worked. Welcome, Lewis. All right. Well, Lewis, Steph, I was trying to get Kim. Kim, I think, is busy or having internet issues. There was something I haven't told you guys. Okay? There's something I haven't told you, Steph. Lewis.
Me?
You ready for this? Are you ready for this, Jelly?
No.
So wait, Kim, Steph, and Lewis to help you.
Of course.
What?
Hey, Kim, Steph, and Lewis. I have to say thank you, and I'm sorry we didn't get to sort of sit around eye to eye and have a yak. But I'm here with
He's been very nice.
Andy, and Andy's been very nice as well.
How about an A up for Steph? She's British.
What's that?
Show the front door.
Oh my God!
No way! No way! Did that just happen? No way did that just... No. No way did that just happen. No. Firstly, he just said my name. So he knows my existence.
Well, he did.
knows
Just to be clear, I corrected because he was like, he was trying to remember everybody. He's like, your crew. He said Steph. And I was like, yeah, Steph, Kim, and Lewis, and the crew are here. And he did. And
so he automatically said me first anyway?
Yeah, yes.
Oh my goodness! She's the freaking bed. Oh my...
He was trying, but he knew, he genuinely knew of you guys, and that's why I was like, I got to get this moment, and so I helped to queue up so I could play.
He said A up.
He said it.
He said A up. He said A up. Oh my goodness, dude! No way! Oh my
That's
goodness!
insane. Thanks, Andy.
Yes.
Here
Here it is.
I need to hear that again.
You need to hear that A up.
Yeah,
Here it
I need
is.
to hear that A up again.
What accent is that, Steph?
Now, I think he's trying to do a Yorkshire accent there. But like,
I agree.
how do I put it? Like Eastern Yorkshire, like Barnsley kind of way. To be fair, is kind of like to my ear, but Yorkshire nonetheless. Like, yeah, snaps. You honorary Yorkshireman. Johnny Depp, hell freaking yeah. A up to you too. Oh my goodness, I need that clip. I would like this on my channel, please. I'm going to play it forever and ever and ever.
Yes.
You are never going to be sick and tired of it, because I'm never going to be sick and tired of it. Oh my goodness, my name just came out of his freaking gob, and he says A up. My life's complete. I'm done.
I thought you'd enjoy
Bye.
that. Here it is, one more time. A up, Steph.
He says A up, love. Like,
Yeah.
you just told him just to say A up, and he says A up, love. Like,
Yeah.
that
That's
again
right.
is a very Yorkshire thing to say. Like, A up, love. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Johnny, if you're watching, oh my goodness, thank you so much. Wow.
Well, because
Wow.
even once I fed, he was like, he was annoyed I was feeding him. Is the other thing I love. He's like, of course I know who they are. Because I'm always like in producer mode. Did you hear him? I'm like, Steph and Lewis to help you.
Of course.
Ready?
Hey, Kim, Steph, and Lewis. I have to say thank you, and I'm sorry we didn't get to sort of sit around eye to eye and have a yak. But I'm here with
Have a yak. He's been very nice.
Andy, and Andy's been very nice as well.
How about an A up for Steph? She's British.
What's that?
A up, Steph. She's
A up.
Oh my goodness.
And he gave
And
you a
he,
kiss.
like, he knew as well, like,
Yeah.
with that accent, he knew that was a Yorkshire term. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Oh my
Thank
goodness,
you.
Andy. Thank you so much.
Well,
Oh, wow.
I have to say, I felt bad, and he's even said it. Sorry, we couldn't get you all in, but it was like that was my struggle. And the nicest thing for me was, as it was happening, thanks to Laura, who made sure I did get yanked in. What was amazing was I was feeling bad. Laura, you probably heard can vouch. I was like, I'm trying, and I was getting texts from all of you guys, like just saying, oh my God, Andy, we nominate you. You're good. Enjoy this moment. You earned it. So you were all sent to Kim, sent a lovely text too. It was so nice to have you guys understand the pressure and moment, how big of a moment this was. Because as I got emotional talking about before, like just to share my a little bit more of my personal, like, yeah, I love Johnny. Johnny's a great actor. I'm a fan of Johnny. I've never been like a super stan fan of Johnny. I was always an admirer of his work and respected him, of course. But this, as someone who was falsely accused, to see this man stand up and be wronged and then, put his money where his mouth is to really fight it, I was just in awe of him. It was such a risk he put himself through. He almost didn't get it. Like the media, everybody had, like, the cards were so stacked against him, and those who actually did the work and read the work and the research that Laura was putting out there, etc., we knew the truth. Like it was so clear from those tapes and everything. Like the UK verdict, it's like it's insane what that judge did. How he just completely biasedly just gave it all to Amber for no reason. And so, as I know you guys, that's how we all connected here in this channel. A lot of you guys, we all connected on this injustice. And so, like for me, as someone who had been through that, who had to sit quiet for so long, to be able to like, and again, it's like a whole nother level for me because I was like a popular creator and I was working with celebrities, and I never in my wildest dreams, I swear it to all of you, I never thought I'd be sitting there with fucking Johnny Depp for 50 minutes and getting an exclusive clip for this channel. It was such a moment that Johnny, I thank you. You have my sword, sir. I have your back. I believe you so much, and I'm so grateful that you gave that to us and you were supporting us. And everybody, my friends, all of you, you were so generous. Thank you, sir. I'm in awe. Laura, you were going to say something.
No, I'm still like trying to think of everything we talked about. He was just so sweet and wonderful, and just so thankful. He was, we talked about again. Oh, Damian Echols, that came up. He was talking about how thankful he was that everybody, not just us, but everybody on social media, everybody he's seen, has taken time out of their lives to make a difference and support him. And they didn't have to. He didn't ask them. We're not just talking about a random tweet. We're talking about people who really went the extra distance to look for photos or post articles or whatever. And he was just so thankful. And I mentioned that Damian Echols speech that he gave, and he remembered right off the top of his head, he said, that was San Sebastian. Somebody asked me about getting canceled. And I said, yeah, it takes one statement. That's all it takes. And then he goes, you know what I said? I made it up right in that moment. I talked from the heart. He said, I didn't have it prepared. I didn't know they were going to ask me. And he said, I'm just so thankful that when you see someone in trouble, stand up.
Here it is. Let's hear him say it himself.
Yes.
When there's an injustice against you or someone you love or someone you believe in, stand up. Don't sit down on them if they need you.
That's what this show's about. I've made it part of my intro because I mean, what a statement, and exactly to say that he just said that on the fly like that.
And he said how easily it is. One thing can get you canceled, and that's what he was talking about. And he says,
yeah, or one woman.
This fantastical judgment that somebody took artistic license with. Remember?
Yep. Yeah, it was wild. I'm trying to think of all the things that that we're able to share. I'm trying to also respect the man's privacy and life and things in the room. But I can just tell you, it was very amazing to see him open up to us. Literally, he was so generous. That was the other thing. It was like, anything you need. What do you want? He's like, you're gonna be you want to come to any other shows? You let us know. Like, he was just very just grateful and thankful for and I think just still shocked that so many people were willing to step up for him, because I can imagine a little bit based on how lonely and hard it gets when everybody turns and thinks the worst, and then the media doesn't care about the truth. They're out there just spreading the salacious nonsense. And so for him to be able to connect with us, particularly, I think was a joy, and it was nice to see him really accept and us and thank us. And by when I say us, I mean all of you guys. The warriors. This isn't about me or Laura. It's not. It's about all of you guys. Everybody who was on our channels watching and helping us as we did the coverage. You guys, we did it. He's in. It feels like to me, Laura. Do you agree? Feels like he's finally standing back up, getting back up, and in a really good place to move forward.
Yeah, and it's funny. You were just talking about how I remember Sean and Nate coming in and out of the room, but he was the one who said, hey, do you want, because we've been talking for a while, do you want a water? Let me get your water. Do you want something to drink? He goes, because he had whatever refreshments he had, he offered us whatever he wanted. And we took, but he was the one, he was like, and then someone, grabbed the water, but it was him offering, he was him thinking of us. And that's the little things you remember too.
Yeah, I mean, I've always heard the stories that he was nice and whatnot. They tried to tell you stories in the court, but no, the reality, people I know who actually worked with him and engaged, he just always has that presence and kindness to him.
Looking
and so
out for
it was,
people, yes.
Yeah, as now I can say it's true. I'm always honest with you guys, and it's like, I maybe not be. I wouldn't have been gushing as much if I felt, I don't know, something. But I'm just telling you, legitly, it wasn't I wasn't blind to the celebrity. I've met a lot of celebrities. I'm not a super stan. There is just a spark and energy and positivity and a kindness about him that you just can't fake it. You just can't fake it. And I really do believe, he was wronged at the worst levels possible. And I'm so proud and grateful that we all, this team here and everybody out there, we all stood up to help him rise to that injustice, and that he saw it and wanted to give that to you. So again, all you guys take a bow. Everyone at home, bravo. I don't even know what else to say. I mean, while we have you for another couple minutes, but I have Lewis here. Steph, I didn't get your experiences from the show itself, because each of you also got moments on the stage where you got to interact with him. I mean, Steph, you're excited.
Right,
Go.
you did.
What was it like? I mean, if you didn't watch part 1 of the video, what are you doing? We got the whole concert video is an emotional experience in itself. And then I teased you good though, didn't I? And then delivered a really fantastic Johnny exclusive. But I want to go back to that concert again real quick. Steph, as someone here in studio, there we are. Look, Steph, you're in the studio. Yay, she's actually here. Hi.
There she is.
Finally in studio. I got it to work. As someone in studio, what was it like seeing that Johnny so close to you?
Oh my goodness, it was insane, guys. I kept thinking, is this life right now? Like, I'm literally inches away from Johnny Depp, and I'm seeing him play. And let's not forget Jeff Beck. Like, he was phenomenal. Yep. Like, he made that guitar sing. I was like, if anyone watches my channel, youtube.com/Steph the Alternate, just saying.
Yes.
If you know that when I go live at the end, I dance the live out, right? Because that's just who I am, right? I'm so energetic and all that. And I'll tell you something. That concert, Jeff Beck, when he first started, I never stopped. I had my arms all over the place, just like I am, like proper, like giving it some welly, like... Wow, and that bassist.
Oh yeah, she was hot.
Woo! Wow,
She was hot.
Like the best bassist I have ever seen. Sorry, Brian Marshall, Alter Bridge, but you know, she was something else. She's the freaking bed. And then Johnny Depp comes on, and oh my goodness, what a moment! It was absolutely amazing. And the first thing I noticed was he turns to Andy, points at him, and gives him a look, and I was like,
Yeah.
He knows. He knows we're here. Like, he knew, guys, and he was looking at us at various points during the concert, kind of like a little bit of like a nod to us all, because he knew who we were, and it was just absolutely insanely amazing. And then afterwards, oh my goodness. As the concert ended and everyone was going out, we went up front, and before Andy and Laura went backstage, he was like saying hi to everyone and like taking a couple of letters. Kim got a letter in. And he looked at me and he took my hand and he shaked it a little. I'm like, oh my goodness, I have just touched the hand of freaking greatness, like a fellow survivor. And this is a thing as well. The one last thing I'll say is, I think I said this to you, Laura, this concert, it was more than a concert. It was symbolic of watching a survivor on stage who had beaten their monster in court, which is extremely rare. So it wasn't just a win for him. That was a win for the whole survivorship community. It was a survivor on stage living his best life.
Yeah.
Wow,
His
what
first love, music.
powerful symbolism to be able to witness and watch. And that got to me, and that moment and that experience motivates me even more to look at him as an example of, do you know what? As survivors, we have gone through hell and back. But do you know what? We can get on that damn stage and we can show our peacock feathers and we can freaking survive and not let any of that evil tear us down or put us back in the past. We can move forward with our head held high, with an inner strength that we could have never known possible, and live our best life. And so, yeah, just snaps all around.
Applause all around. Well said. I mean, well said. Yeah, I mean, Lewis, you were there on the stage. How wild to see Jeff and Johnny up close like that.
First of all, man, shout out to Jeff Beck. Sorry, my voice is going away, but you know why? It was crazy, man. It was a crazy week. Oh man, it was so great. You could really tell that Johnny Depp's first passion is music, and I don't think Jeff Beck has him there because he's a superstar. I think he has him there because he's a talent, definitely a talent. And also, I want to give a shout out to all the other band members, like Steph mentioned. The drummer was amazing,
She's
and
amazing, yeah.
the person, I don't know who it is, on the synthesizer. It was great to see a synthesizer with the band. I don't know who that was. And I think we actually heard a new song, guys. I don't know if you remember. There was another song there that I've never heard on YouTube, because leading up to this, I was trying to see, how's the music or whatnot. But I did shoot a lot of video of the reaction of our crew, and that was amazing too. And 100%, Steph is correct. Johnny Depp stepped out, played a couple tones, looked at Andy 100%, and was like, he was starstruck. And then he looked to the left of the right of him, and he was like, oh my God, it's the crew. And he stopped where I was, yeah, oh my gosh, these are the people that had my back. He saw Andy, and it all went trickling down. And then he continued the concert. It was surreal. And look, we were there. This must have been in Vegas. And honestly, it felt like 3 minutes because it was so good. And meeting Laura is just, I don't know why you live so far. I wish we could hang out and stuff. It was just incredible all around. I think another thing I took from the event with Jeff Beck was, man, I wish I knew how to play the guitar. I'm so jealous. He was so good. I
don't think you can get lessons to be that good. I don't think any of us
but at
could.
least I want something. Just to hold it.
Johnny's singing voice is amazing. It's absolutely gorgeous. And that's exactly how he's speaking to you in the back. You're mesmerized by this beautiful, deep, rich, velvety voice the whole time he's talking to you.
Yeah. That's not faking. Wild. I've been with celebrities as well as Andy has. From the clips he released, that wasn't staged. Johnny's old school. If he didn't want to be there, he wouldn't have done it. He really was thankful. He was down to earth, and he appreciated everyone stepping up on his behalf. So
yeah, and we filmed a lot of you. I'll get to it when I have a little bit. I just wanted to get these two big things out to you guys, but we did. Lewis, Steph, everybody was filming. We were taking turns getting a whole piece, and I'm going to try and put together a sort of a concert experience for you guys so you can see. I've seen others do it, but that way you can see us jamming out with it. So stay tuned. Again, subscribe here. Steph, the Alternate Nerd Report with Louis Lecca, and The Real Laura B on YouTube. Do you need to go, Laura? I want to make sure I
need to go. And I want to thank you again, Andy.
Final words from you. Go ahead.
Invite, and I'm glad we could make it happen.
Let me just hype a little bit more before she goes. Laura B is even better in person, just like we're saying how wonderful it is to meet Johnny in person. Laura B is so delightful, so warm, so loving. I'm so honored to have shared that moment with you, but also just the weekend with you and get closer as a friend. I'm here for you. Anything you need. You're such a wonderful person, and so lovely to meet you. Thank you for coming and being part of our journey.
We met so many people. It was great, and I'm looking forward to those pictures too.
Yeah, we're gonna have them all online soon. I'll make sure you have the links when they're ready. Round of applause for Laura B. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you all. Appreciate it. Steph is there. I can't see her. Thank you.
You see
Have a good one.
There
She is.
Wait,
I gotta run. I'll see y'all. Bye-bye.
I like the studio cam.
Bye-bye,
Bye, Laura.
Laura.
Love you.
Bye,
I just need to figure out why this camera is the same as mine, but I didn't adjust the color, so that's my only thing. I'm perfectionist going. Yeah, look at this. It's all white out. I just haven't. I have 3 hours of sleep. Like 2.5. It's a mess. Lewis. All right, there. Lewis is back. Steph, we out here. The concert itself was wild. Again, you can see it, get a taste of it through the footage we've already posted, and more to come. But and here was that set list again. You can look at it, Lewis. But there's the what they played along with the autograph. Yeah, you jealous? Yeah.
He wrote on that, right?
Yeah, that's him.
I had one of those. I gave it to Laura or someone. I had one.
Oh, you got the set list. You mean? Yeah, there were a few there that they started handing out.
Yeah, I got one too.
I was glad I had it because I'm sitting there. I'm like, I should get an autograph. I'm thinking. Because the reason I don't usually care about an autograph, I really don't. Like, I'd rather get the photo if I'm going to do something right. But I saw him writing like such a specific, like handcrafted message to Laura. I'm like, I got to get on this.
Hell yeah.
I got to do it. I didn't want to like
Yes.
bother him. That was the other weird thing. We're sitting in this room with him for so long. And I'm always like aware of like people like that. I had an experience where I was shooting with The Rock and I kept like, because I had to like, they give you a limited amount of time to like film these dumb bits that you're doing. Lewis, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And so like I'm like in production mode, which happens to me. I seem a little all over the place because my brain's doing 10 things at once. And I'm there finally meeting The Rock. I'm like, oh my God, honor, sir. All right, we're ready to go. We're going to do this and there. He's like, whoa, chill. So I'm always like trying to be chill. And with Johnny, it's like, Johnny's chill. Johnny is chill. So I really had to like just slow it down. But then you slow it down. And then you're like, well, I probably have to leave now. And I'm kept like wondering, and they'd come into the room. Like, I'm like, oh, there's probably other people. I don't want to take up too much of his time. Right. But he was just like, no, just chill. He was just like, I'm like, I'm just going to, and then at a certain point, I'm like, I'm just owning this until he ends it. Because I should stop worrying. Like he wanted us there. You know what I mean? That it was a really fun experience. And that's how genuine it was. Like, that we weren't bothering him. He wanted time. I really, Laura and I were talking. I really think if we weren't on a time limit, we would have talked even more. There was just a connection there. I think if he just, you know what I mean? Like I can go to a studio show. Look at this. We can talk.
Why not?
You know how what I mean? If it's like, when you've been through something, like those assholes at Screen Junkies. I hate thinking about them, but at one time, sometimes someone will bring it up.
Yeah.
And it's a big portion of your life, like an old ex-girlfriend, or like, well, what is she up to? Whatever, like those types of things where you look at something in your past that maybe you've moved on from, but sometimes you like, oh yeah. And then you just immediately go to that place with them because, they know you from that and they have more details than maybe the people, around you don't right now. There just felt like a kinship that I think we got it, and that's, I think it was nice for him to have people who get it, because I can't imagine for years how all these people just thought the worst of him because of that awful woman. Do you know what I mean, Steph?
I know exactly what you mean. And the thing is as well, I mean, going back to the whole thing of, he was there. He wanted to speak to us. He wanted to take the time, and so not to be self-conscious about that, this, that, and the other. I remember you saying, when you were waiting outside his dressing room, it was like, Johnny's ready for you, and they'd go in and they'd walk out, and then Johnny's ready and go in, go out. But the way that you explained it was when it was yours and Laura's time, he came out. He like opened the door and came out to greet Andy and Laura and be like, come on in, old friends. Let's have a bit of a chin wag, A up, as he says now. I'm still not over that. And that, yeah, I think that speaks volumes in terms of how he welcomed you in the first place, set the tone then for the rest of this absolutely incredible, like, interview meeting that you had with him. And it was just, with everything you've told me and more, like, mind-blowingly amazing. So, yeah, and Screen Junkies.
Not
Look
worth the
who's
mention.
laughing now.
There's a little bit of sweet
Not
crema-
worth the mention.
Not even worth the mention. Exactly. Don't leave them. Let go.
Hey, you
best
mentioned
of
him.
luck. I'm just
I know,
saying.
you
I'm just saying. But I don't repeat them. Let's not keep it because not worth it. I mean, that's. But you know what I mean. Like I only brought it up because it's like a part of my life. I'm always proud of what I did there. Like it was good when I was there. Unlike now, where they just beat the dead horse. And I guess that's what it's like to have built that, right, and then be stripped from you. And they don't even want your name associated with it. You're just like, ooh, we don't speak of his name type of attitude is what those punks to this day still do.
Yeah, it's what religious cults do. So
yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's insane. And I gotta be honest, it's a little, there's a few people in that group where I'm like, oh yeah, fuck you.
But you know what?
Because they just all thought, they just kicked me to the curb. Like, and that's what's so crazy. Like I cancel culture at that time. And these are human beings. Like, what due process is important. Like, why are we just mob mentality on things? Even if there's something they did wrong, like let's help, right? Let's encourage and get, extend a hand when someone's drowning. And Hollywood isn't that way at all. They're just scum of the earth, only out for themselves to grow their own. And yes, I'm very proud to have made that. And then to think I could never match it, but now I'm on my own creating another new thing. And yeah, now we're getting Johnny Depp to show up. It's just like,
yeah, right?
Never give up, never surrender, never fear the truth. I had to learn that the hard way. But my God, guys, I hope this is inspirational for you. You were going to say something, or
yeah? Let's turn it around and do a 180. And put it back to a little bit of positivity, because it's nice to be like, told you so, you know, karma's a bitch. Oh, okay. The perfectionist in Andy, here we go. But do you know what? Let's turn it around 180. Marcella.
yes,
We love you. I love you, my friend. None of this would have happened without Marcella. You are amazing. I am so proud and happy to call you my friend. You know I have your back for life. I'm your Rottweiler. I will. Yeah, you. Thank you so much, because this whole, what we're talking about right now, this whole meeting with Johnny Depp for Andy and Laura, that wouldn't have happened, you know, without you. And then for us to be able then to spread that joy and spread that positivity and the news and the message that Johnny Depp it had inside for all of us to then be public, you know, for us then to share for everyone, you know, that wouldn't have happened without you, Marcella. So I want hearts in the chat for Marcella right now. Light the chat up with hearts and give her all the love and positivity, because wow, she definitely deserves that and so much more. Also as well, I see about 4,500 likes and there's 10,000 of you watching.
yeah, what's up with that?
Guys, it's free.
And it's Johnny Depp approved. What the like?
Exactly.
What are you waiting on?
Like this, yeah, this channel's totally
Jesus.
Johnny Depp approved, guys. So let's smash this like button. I would like to see these likes go up to 7,000 in the next 5 minutes. This channel's Johnny Depp approved, so it's got to be easy for you to smash that like button now, right, guys? So 3, 2, 1,
Boom.
go.
Let's do. And back to Marcella, guys. Marcella was a viewer of our audience, and who was so generous. She just was like, when we on a lark, we're talking on a stream, I think three of us, and I was like, man, Johnny's gonna go on tour. I think we should just catch a show. Wouldn't that be kind of amazing? I'm thinking about figuring out if we could pull it off. And she just was like, she messaged me and she's like, I want to do that for you. I'm like, what? I'm like, no, it's like, I just thought, you know, oh, this is just a crazy fan. Like, thanks, but no thanks. We're good. Like, that's sweet. She's like, no, I'm gonna do it. And I was like, because she had helped before and everything else, but it's like, still, I'm like, that is a gesture that, like, I'm like, who would ever do that?
Yeah.
And she did it. She was genuine. She was real. And I'm just so in awe of her and her journey and her kindness and generosity. What a wonderful person to have just done that for all of us, to make that moment, like I said in the previous video, not just for us to see Johnny, but for, you know what I mean? That was for us to have these moments together, and for you guys because she did that, we were able to get that message to you and have this full circle moment that I feel that who knows if it would have happened the same way. And I'm glad we got to have him there. And I'm so glad she made this happen. So Marcella, we love you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you came out. So fun to be there and celebrate with you. And I can't wait to see you again. Oh, it's just so much love here, guys, on this stream and this channel. Lewis, thoughts from you?
I think one of the things Marcella to me is Gandalf, a great wizard that comes and has our back the time we need it, and sometimes when we didn't even know we needed it. And what I do love about Marcella the most is that, like, she'll say she loves us just as much as we love her, and that's crazy, man. Like, it's two-way street there, and I love that. And you could tell every time she'd hug someone, a fan or a member of the Popcorn Planet community, it was real. Just like this is what it's all about, man. Friendship and community and stuff like that. So again, not enough hearts for Marcella in this mother. So put it in the comments. Get those likes up. Marcella, I want to see, we love you, Marcella, hashtag trending on Twitter, Facebook, and whatever else there is. Tiki-Taki or whatever they call it.
Tiki-taki. I also want to thank Kim. Kim has internet trouble, so she couldn't be here, but she was there, and it was so nice to meet her and her husband and Bear, Lazy, and her bear, Lazy. But I just saw the message, Kim. Thank you so much, Andy, for including me on this journey. Wish I could be with you all on stream, but my internet is dropping in 5 minutes. Much love to you all, and justice for Johnny. Well, and justice to Kim was a fan, right? She was watching, and she stepped up. She was like, we sometimes have fans who have helped. They send me so many links. You guys send me so many links, and I'm like, hey, do you want to send me links? Send them here, because that actually would be useful. And I can organize them. And so we sort of created these rooms where people can sort of help us, our headline group. And so she was helping there. And I could just tell, she called her a stream as well. And there was just something about her. I thought there's something there. So we gave her a shot. She stepped up, and we just would not have had that coverage without Kim. She stepped up as a producer during that period and was doing research. Linda, I got to call you out as well. All the transcription you were doing. Kim was leading those rooms as I was trying to just get the edits and everything else happening. And it was just a massive monster effort. So Kim, we love you. I'm so I'm so impressed to see where we go, and I look forward to so much more in our friendship. And thank you for all that you've done and been part of this community. And so glad the fans have gone over to support you and all of us here. It's just wild. It's wild what's happened, and it makes me emotional because, I again, related to Johnny, there was that point where I was like, I guess I'm fucked. Like, I'm never gonna be able to do what I want. I'm never gonna be able to get back. And to have superstar Johnny Depp be the inspiration, and then actually hear it and help us here. It's a lot to digest. I'm sorry I'm not as well spoken today as I wish, but I'm a ball of emotions, lack of sleep, and just pure joy all mixed into one. And I hope you can hear you feel it. You feel the energy. I see all the hearts in the chat. So amazing. Any other thoughts from the show or anything else as we discuss this? We're not going to be here as long today. We need to sleep. We have a lot to do, but I wanted to give you all the recaps. There's some chats I'm going to scroll through quick, but Steph, anything else you want to mention from the visit? How about the fan meetup? How amazing was it to see all these fans?
Wow. It was amazing. Absolutely. Something that for someone like me, not used to. Oh my goodness. Thank you to everyone that came. Thank you to all your kind words, and being so nice and so wonderful. Like it was alien to me when you all were like, can I get a picture with you, or can I have your autograph? I'm like, okay. It's like I still in my head have me as just me being in that basement in the corner in my studio, turning on my computer and just gobbing off. And so to meet you guys in the flesh made it more real. And I see Miss Kim in the chat. Hey up, Miss Kim. She was one of the fans that met us. Lovely to meet you, love. And yeah, meeting you guys actually in person made it real. Made this whole situation real. Like, I see the chat now and I don't just see like words and it being virtual. I see you guys, and it just wow. It was so cool. It was so happening. And the big D on Saturday.
Oh my goodness. Well, we'll save that. I'm going to save that.
I'm teasing that one.
When we have more time, we'll show you. Oh my goodness. Steph rided the biggest D in Vegas, and we will give that to you.
My first one since my breakup, and guess what? It was bigger than his. Guys, you don't want to miss it. It was fun.
Jesus. I wasn't going to say, I don't know. I wouldn't. Anyway, I'm moving on. Speaking of, let's move on to another awkward thing. I'm going to address it in. There was so much drama about Alex. Okay. There was so much drama, and I hope we've cleared the air there of what it is. I saw a couple other comments of people who were there all trying to be snooty to correct. Look, I can't control people. I don't know how to control people who are 6'8". And I send Alex love. I'll be honest, it was unfortunate timing of things, but I can tell you, Johnny was fine. And I did want to save that because, God, I had so many comments telling me, Johnny was upset, blah, blah. And I was just like, just wait till tomorrow because I talked to Johnny and Johnny was fine. So you can F off and stop worrying. As frustrating as it was for a couple people for a little bit in the audience, it was an instance of he drank too much. And then it was what it was. And I tried my best to ease it, and it just bad timing, huh, Steph?
Do you know what? It's Vegas.
Yes.
Right? It's Vegas. We were all having a good time. I wasn't drinking because I can't, but there was alcohol flowing, and especially with Alex, the fans that came up, you guys were so kind to him and so generous, and supplying him with so many drinks to celebrate him, and
thanks for that, guys.
You were
Jesus.
you were so kind to do that, but yeah.
Well, look.
Stuff happens when you drink too much.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right? And yes, was it bad timing? Of course. But he's an adult.
Yeah,
and I can't tell him what to do. He made his own choices. And when you make your own choices, there are consequences, both good and bad. And he's just responsible for himself. And that is it. That's it, guys.
Yeah, look, I'm not here to shit on him. He didn't ruin my moment. It was impossible to ruin that moment. I was literally steps away from Johnny Depp, I wish he could have enjoyed it without. But he couldn't really because he was definitely out of it. There was no sense. It's Vegas, and then he's an adult, and best of luck. If there was an incident, but it was pretty quick. It was addressed. It was out of our hands, and I know I made sure it took a while to find him, but we had a whole team just making sure he was safe, and I did finally hear back he was fine, and he's fine, and we've talked, So please don't, everyone. I was getting so annoyed though. There were these crazy accounts just completely making stuff up, and we dragged them, and I was like, just laughing, and I'm like, what? And then some of you were sharing it, you idiots. What the hell is wrong with you guys? I thought you're truth in media and Johnny Depp, and you're just believe it in the first salacious thing you read. And to all the people telling me Johnny was upset, I'd like an apology on Twitter for all your ridiculous rush to judgment accounts, because I talked to Johnny and he wasn't upset. He kind of actually laughed about it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I saw Alex. What was happening?
And the thing is, and what you guys don't understand and you don't know, and I'm going to say this because I think it's safe for me to say, is that when the concert ended, right, apart from Andy and Laura, of course, right, and Lewis then, who went to his birthday party that was already pre-prepared with Tiesto, we waited at that casino for hours, way past midnight, guys, right? Because we turned around and we said to the security, once you feel he's all right, please release him to us. We'll make sure he gets back to his hotel safely, okay? Because think about it, when you're out with your mates, okay, and something happens to one of your mates, you don't just leave them.
Correct.
No, you make sure they're going to be all right one way or another. And that's exactly what we did. We stayed there well past midnight. This was like 2-3 hours after the concert had ended. When we then found out, right, guys, that the casino, for want of a better phrase, released him into the wild, we drove round trying to look for him. So we did our best, guys, to try and look after him. Yeah,
there was nothing wrong. He's fine. He was safe. It was just, there was a bunch of missed things out there that were frustrating me. And he abandons his. No, we had a whole bunch of people. We were all concerned. Kim was concerned. It was, there was a moment that happened. And what happens in Vegas is supposed to stay in Vegas, guys. But when I see video on Twitter and you're lying, look what happened to Alex. It just, I felt like it was addressed. Yes, he had to be removed. He drank too much. And that's what it was. He refused to leave is what happened when they asked him to. And I can't make him do it. It was totally out of it. It was as simple as that. And no shame It is Vegas. That's what you do in Vegas. And he had an amazing time meeting all the fans. I know the fans loved meeting him. I loved meeting him. I loved seeing him there. He was signing autographs and he took a lot of free shots. And yeah, that's just what it was. So no regrets. I focused on the positive, but I did want to make sure, you guys are armed with the truth. That's what we're supposed to be doing here. And that was what actually happened. So there was no other sinister motives or things. It was just Vegas drunkenness. Gone bad, which happens. Yeah, aside from that, there was no other wrinkles. It was amazing to have. We had 2 meetups there. Lewis, the first one out with the Park Tavern was fantastic. All the fans coming out. Were you surprised?
I was going to add to what you guys were saying. Something that I really loved about Andy is that he was looking after everyone, making sure they were safe, almost to the point where like you weren't attending your own meeting a little bit because you were making sure everyone, hey, are you okay? And everyone was.
Yep, Lewis, that's true.
Yeah. So I got to say, all those things you guys, like some people invented on social media, they're all inventions, but do me a favor, those people, after you apologize, Andy, get a pencil and paper and write a movie because some of these stories are phenomenal. Your imagination's great. And you're not making any money off this. You're not monetizing off the fake news on Twitter. Make a movie. I'd watch it because, man, your imagination is amazing. Yeah, so the fans are awesome. Super cool and stuff. The big D broke the ice immediately.
Yeah, we literally had a huge D to ride at the Nerd. Well, no, the first was a tavern. The second we had the Nerd, where they had a huge mechanical bull shaped like a boom.
A phallic situation was happening.
But flesh colored. And Steph, Lewis, myself, Vito, we all were on there writing it. It was fun. Yes, we will share those. Probably members only that one. I think we have to members only that one. But
there was a brief battle between Steph and I for me balls. I don't know who recorded it. It must have been recorded.
I have it. I kept it all,
so
Lewis.
I think that was good.
I was very unimpressed how long you held the balls on that ride. Because I wrote it and was way better, right, Steph?
Oh my goodness! You were a spider monkey. You were not letting go of those balls.
I took my first D and I wrote it like a champ, I was like the record holder.
Totally, I was so impressed.
Fellas, I know how to ride it, I guess.
Yeah, Andy knows how to ride a big D. Very inspirational. I took some tips, so thank you very much for that. Yeah.
But anyway, yes,
Drunk Lauren.
Drunk Lauren, I felt Drunk Lauren was lovely, by the way, everybody. And I think she took the big D at one point. She got hurt. It was too big. She got smacked by it. Yes, Drunk Lauren was there. Amy Goodhart, I was trying to get to Amy, all the people. My gosh, Amy sent a message. She said, I just want to tell everyone, thank you. I love you, them. We love you, Amy. It was so nice to hang out with you. Christopher Melcher was there. So dapper. The karaoke party. We had a private karaoke party, too. It was so nice to be able to sing with him and the gang. He was a good singer.
I know, right?
Yeah, he and I. If you weren't watching on Steph's feed, Christopher did, and I did "True" by Spandau Ballet as a duo. It was one of my favorite parts.
We did a whole new world.
I was just say the best moment, without a doubt, was Steph and I doing a whole new world. It just felt special, given the whole new world you're going to. That's why I picked it.
Going to.
We are sure, but it's even more personally you, and as you go to your phase 2. But it was a very beautiful moment, and overall, it was just a Vito. Oh my God, I love seeing that big teddy bear in person. So glad he got to come to the show. And then so many people, I'm sorry if I'm forgetting everybody else, for coming out there. You guys were incredible. And it was such an experience. Paige, thank you, Paige. Paige was right there in the front with us, because it just ended up happening. I was so grateful to have her there. She did a lot. I know you guys love her in the chat. So it was so nice to spend some time with her and meet her. And then I'm trying to think of everybody else. And so many. Liz M. Thank you, Liz M. Our contest winner. She had fun, guys. I know
David
it.
March.
David March, the ledge.
The ledge.
So nice to hang out with him. But yeah, we shouldn't keep listing because then we'll forget and people get offended. But Marcella.
Wow.
What can we say?
What a surprise. She actually made it. Wow, that was amazing.
Yeah.
We were in the queue and I didn't even know she was coming. And she just walked past. I instantly recognized her. I just knew.
And I got to thank my buddy Alec and Jessica, who is a fan who stepped up to take photos. And yes, we'll have photos soon. I think we should check them first. But we will have some photos that they were taken.
Oh, yes.
The hangover photo shoot is coming. We'll see what happens there.
I still have all my teeth.
Yes. So, yeah, it was an amazing experience.
Your photographer were awesome, both of them.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
Lewis, any other thoughts from you?
Well, they say time flies when you're having fun, and it really did. And it's a little sad that those 3 days are gone, but I have a feeling that the best days are in front of us. So stay tuned to Popcorn Planet. And also, look, we ain't anything if you guys don't watch. I tell everyone that, because people go and they say thank you. It's like for all you do, but it's like thank you for all you guys do, which is clicking the like. It means so much to us, because our heart, we wouldn't be into this if we go on live, prepare, and no one watches. That is what really hurts creators and stuff like that. So, and I know the reason, look, Steph always says that I'm just a girl. I started off in a basement or whatever. That's what people are looking for. They're looking for real people. And that's why channels like this are so big nowadays. They want real people, people they can relate to. And real people don't have a $4 million studio to broadcast from. We may look like we're in a $4 million studio, but that's because we have to be, we have to be talented and mask it. But man, I'm looking at effed up drapes, dust, a cockroach walking by me, So, but we make it look good for you guys. We try that, right? Professional, but we love you. Once again, if you guys don't support, we ain't anything. And we're a little something because you guys supported. So I hope that
appreciate that.
sense.
And thank you. I mean, I want to, I'm so sorry. I'm going to try and get through some of these comments. Steph and I are like on a whole schedule today in the next few days. Whatever I don't get to today, I will make sure we do in tomorrow's stream. So apologies if I don't get to them all. We are rushing to see Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Oh, and I want to stream with you guys, but I really want to see it. And I want to take Steph to see it. And my daughter wants to see it. So I have to leave in like 5 more minutes to go make sure we do it. And I'm sorry I'm so late today. But Steph, I think you can back up. We just have not slept.
Well, I have.
You have a little bit more. Yes, you did.
I have. Because I can sleep anywhere. Dude, like I slept on the plane like a freaking baby. Oh my goodness, it was cool. Although Spirit Airlines is an experience.
But yeah, she's here. We're gonna go out tonight. We will. We'll be back in studio with Steph tomorrow. Hopefully, a little bit more time to have some fun. Hear from the gob. Maybe find some clips. We'll play some clips, so you're not going to miss it. So, guys, I know a lot of you are here. You're like all excited. We met Johnny. I hope you'll stick around and not just always watch that. We're reporting on so many other things, and it was just encouraging to hear it from Johnny himself, and just how much, one, he was watching, but two, how important he thought channels like us were. So to all the your favorite creators out there, make sure you're following, supporting, hit that button, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit the super chat, hit the super thanks. I feel like a lot of you guys don't even know that's there. When you're watching that video, I'd love some super thanks in the Johnny video so people really can see. It helps the algorithm, I think, too, as well. So if you really want to boost that up and help, just engage with it as best you can. And thank you guys for supporting us and keeping us going. I'm still at a loss. You know what I mean? Like, I think we'll have to probably still be talking about this for a while. You're going to hear it and see it for a few days easy, because it's just a high I can imagine. The fact that we get to have this moment together with him, of all people, Johnny fucking Depp.
I know, right?
Like, they tried to cancel him, and people can try to talk shit, but I'm sorry, he's forever Johnny Depp, a legend and such an amazing icon. And to have had such a real moment where I'm like, whoa, Steph, he knows Lewis, he knows us.
Yeah.
He knows the work we put in. And he's innocent. He's innocent, damn it.
Yeah.
Better than him remembering us is that he acknowledged, better than him knowing us is that he remembers us. That's a trait of a character, of a person's character, that he remembers, because it's really easy to forget. He won already. He proved his point. We all backed him. He could easily just turn, pretend he don't know us. And that's Johnny Depp. He could do that, but he doesn't. He went the extra mile. He fist pumped you. He touched Steph's hand. He got Kim's letter, talked to a bunch of us. And let me also say one thing. All those clowns criticizing his looks, when you're in front of him, dude is fucking gorgeous, man. That's all I'm saying. He looks better. The end of the video, Andy got it. I go, he looks better than ever, bees. So watch that video again. He looks great, man. He's like I don't know. He looks like he's working out, man. Like, and he looks so sharp in his outfit, and his face is so clear. It's like, I gotta get on the Johnny diet. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
He's a good diet. Marina Menendez, my God, $100. Much love to all of you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm trying to scroll through. In fact, I'm going to start at the back because I'm sadly not going to have time. But like I said, I'll make sure I go through this timeline tomorrow to thank you all properly. Only Jovial, did Depp know of you from your past? I didn't really talk about that. I don't know the details. If you watch like Honest Trailers, maybe. But he definitely knew us from our coverage here, which I expected. Jessica, thank you guys so much for the coverage and love shown for Johnny. I adore him, and as a victim of DV myself and a former cop, was relieved to see the truth be revealed. Yeah, I mean, I made a point to tell that to him a couple times, just and you saw a snippet of it on the clip I played. Just that he was speaking for so many survivors in the community. Yeah, I could just tell it meant that he paused, and it just meant something to him, as it should, for all the good that he's done for them. People want to try and say he's hurting survivors. Ugh, no, not the case. Dan Teeny, Andy, so happy for you. I never submit a chat, but I really want to ask, please, can we get a shirt that says, I was acknowledged and approved by Johnny Depp on Popcorn Planet? Yes, it's a good idea. Help me remember to do that.
Johnny Depp approved.
Yes.
Approved.
In fact, while we have you, go to Linktree. That's the best place to get all this stuff. I'm going to have to remove the Vegas things now, but you can go to our merch store is in there. There it is, the t-shirts. You can join our Telegram. You can donate, support, subscribe. You can also see Kim, Steph, and Lewis are all here as well, so make sure you support them as well, and that's the best place. This link is on all my links, so go check it out. So thank you, Dan. Good idea. Kenneth Sitters, love all the videos coming out of Las Vegas this weekend. Great content. Proud of you. Not only got to see Johnny, but you and Laura B were able to meet him. Awesome. In fact, it was awesome. Theta Coker, and he's so proud and happy of you. Tyler Popcorn Planet Universe. Thank God Marcella initiated the whole thing. Amen. She just texted me a beautiful message, and she did. She always gets me. I'm forever grateful to the universe that picked you back up. Oh, thank you so much. Don't make me cry.
Make him cry.
But yes, but thank you, Marcella, for all the kind wishes you're sending as you're watching. We love it right back at you for making this happen. Rick Thorpe, remember, Andy, that was the night you totally hugged Captain Jack Sparrow. Save. I know I did and got kissed by him. I got kissed by him. Jersey Girl, thank you for the hearts. Earthinsky, Lewis, love. Sherlock Hemlock, such an incredible meeting for you, Andy, and Laura. All you guys could tell Johnny sincerely appreciate the support and effort you put in. Much love to you all. Thank you so much, Sherlock Hemlock. Matt Bond, my man, isn't it so wise and isn't he so wise and makes you feel like family? Yep, he's got that quality, Matt. Kate Raven Graham, Johnny is a planeteer. I haven't really let that sink in yet, but he is indeed a planeteer. Go planet, baby. Noella Fitz, guys, you're amazing. Been watching from the trail, and I've been hooked. I've been hooked. Thanks for opening my eyes to the media and getting to the truth. How does it feel to have been in JD's company? It is surreal. It's incredibly surreal. He just has a presence about him and a level that it is like you take a moment, but then once you just are there, he's a person, right? He's a human being, and it was just cool to talk and hang out with him and get to know the real person. So I know you're all jealous. I'm sorry, but you were there in spirit with me, I assure you. Cat H168, Popcorn Planet team, thanks so much for sharing the priceless video with Johnny. It made my day. Much love from Canada. Roberto Cortez, Andy and the crew got Alex arrested. Oh, there it is. We got him arrested. Okay. There's no video. But there is that's why I only bring it up, because what happens in Vegas is supposed to when you overdrink. But I assure you, I don't have that kind of power. But thank you, Roberto, for the $5 troll. I love when trolls pay.
If you send 500, I'll agree with you. I'll go, yeah, you did.
It's just for 10 seconds. Flexo tips 2. Did you manage to find out if there was tea in his solo cup? I should have asked. I didn't want to get that nosy. Marty, what a perfect moment after watching this with you guys for months. I got tears in my eyes seeing you the shorter clip before this live. Congrats. This is awesome. Wow, that was $80, Marty. Thank you for that generosity. And if you're watching that, you can do it on any of our videos. Hit the super thanks on the Johnny video, and I will check those and make sure we comment, and you'll be showing your love for what this community did and all the work we did. Ian Thomas, so happy for you guys to meet him. Johnny is clearly so appreciative. Well, thank you, Ian. He is. MBJ, I can imagine Johnny's reaction to meeting Laura and Andy and everyone else too. It was just smiles, man. There were so many smiles around. He looks younger. We believe in Johnny always. From Kate BTO. Thank you. Linda Hayes. Thank you. Greg Romeo. Andy Company, I'm so happy you met Johnny and acknowledged you. Keep it up the truth. I will. That's why you guys should subscribe, or better yet, join. Don't miss the Vegas stuff. It's going to get amazing and spicy. Pick a level and become a Planeteer today. Let's see some Planeteers. Go planets! Birdlington, love it. Okay, thank you, Kate. Rosemaria Tardo, you gave huge support to Johnny, and now you know what it meant to him. Love the shout outs to Steph, Kim Lewis. So happy for you. Lara's special meet and greet. Yes, so special. Catherine Hood. Sorry, I'm going so fast, but I'm trying to get as many of you as I can before the clock is out. Let's see here. Oh, and we have one more hello from our own page. Let's see here. Kate. One person can ruin your name through insulting behavior. I lost my reputation. That man stalked. Geez, sorry that happened, Kate. Jacinth Percival, thank you so much. Blue Deva, I'm so happy you got to talk with him. I am too. KAF, love this. Johnny is amazing. I love him so much. Thanks always. Guys, thank you so much. As I wind up, we get to get a final word from our own Paige Vaughn. How are you doing, Paige?
Oh, damn. Cool.
Can you hear us?
Hi. Sorry. Yes, I can. Sorry if you.
Oh, you have Vegas voice too?
Yeah. I've definitely have Vegas voice. It's completely gone at this point.
You got to. It was a surprise, but we ended up having an extra, and you got to be in that front row. You're in the video reacting. I was editing it. I saw the joy in your face. What was it like being there, experiencing that?
I don't even really have words for it. Like, I was completely shocked. It was the most one of the whole trip was an amazing experience, but that was just such an even more incredible experience to be able to be up there with you guys front row and really see all of Johnny's reactions to looking at everybody, and being so close to him, being so close to Jeff Beck, the bassist. Don't get me started about her. The drummer, the keyboard, everything was amazing. And then I also had the best pleasure to sit between Andy and Marcella. Like, it was so incredible.
Yeah, it was pretty
so
good seat. I gotta say, you were lucky.
Yeah.
I don't know. We all just sat. I was happy where we're at. But I had Kim and Paige, and then Marcella, and then you had Alex next to you guys, right, Louis?
I sat next to Alex.
I lucked out.
We were sat next to Alex and Steph. I was the dick in the middle.
Anyway, but yes, it was really nice.
Oh, man.
But the only plus was when that whole went down, they pushed us even closer to the stage.
Yeah. So actually, it was
a moment where we were making the positive. They were like trying to push us out. I'm like, no, fuck you. That's not happening. I'll go right here, sir.
Because I was on the side of Johnny, but when they pushed me to the side, I was up his crotch filming. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, we saw a lot of his crotch. Well,
I ain't gonna complain about that.
Yeah, a lot of Johnny crotch is not a bad thing. No. Well, so happy for all of us. What an experience, guys. I wish we could stay here longer. Join us tomorrow. We'll be live again tomorrow to talk more, take your questions, read the rest of your chats as we get going. I'm so grateful for all these people here with me, all my friends. It's been such an incredible ride, and it's just getting started. Am I right, Steph?
Oh, you guys are not ready. You guys are not ready.
You are not ready for this, Jelly. Oh, I don't think you're ready for this, because we just met Johnny Depp, and we're going up from here.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah!
Oh, my God, guys. Amazing show. Whoop. Yes! What an amazing show. I'm not trimming this. It's all staying there so you get the full experience. So much joy, so much fun, and I couldn't have done it without the beautiful, amazing Marcella. We love you. Thank you for making this happen. And the incredible, real Laura B. If you aren't supporting her over on YouTube and Twitter, go follow her. Show her some love. She met Johnny. So well deserved. We love you, Laura. And thanks to all the other warriors out there. Tug, all you guys who are out there supporting and doing it as well. Brian, Jax, Andrea, everybody. Dan, Come Geek Some, and Stevie, and all. I mean, God, don't get me started. You all know who you are, and you did such incredible work. So thanks for all the amazing stuff. It's not over. There's still plenty to uncover. There's still plenty to report on, and we'll be doing that with you here on Popcorn Planet. So make sure you support us, support Steph, the Alter Nerd, support Lewis Leck over at Nerd Report,
Going live
Paige
right now.
Vaughn
See you in a
on
bit.
Instagram and soon Twitch, and so much more in store here on Popcorn Planet. I love you guys. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Johnny. And thank you all. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Bye!